We're here at Radio Days. This is Tanya Tarr from the United States of America. She's from Cultivated Insights, and she is, besides many other things, a contributor to Forbes, a behavioral scientist. And today you were talking about a number of things. Let's go through them really quickly. We'll start with burnout. A lot of people in broadcasting and radio, because resources are being cut, they're taking on more, and they're suffering from burnout. How do we avoid?
Yeah, well, the first thing is just to be aware of what's going on, and that so the first thing too is that well-being is not about taking a bubble bath or green smoothies, right? Well-being is actually a management issue, right? And so there were quite a few managers in the audience, which was great. I think the challenge for radio and anyone associated with news is that there's always some emergency going on.
There's never a break, that's
right,
the thing.
no breaks.
Yeah.
And also that people rely on you, that radio and audio makes people feel safe. It's the soundtrack, whether it's a podcast or a broadcast. And so it's very kind of high stakes. And so helping managers understand how to spot the symptoms and then also doing things to help people work sustainably is really important. We are in a really interesting space here globally right now because we have up to 5 generations working in the workforce right now. 5 generations, it's a lot.
And look at France now with increasing the retirement age as well.
Yeah, it's that's a little bananas. If I can, I'm not going to try and start an international incident here.
Yes, but we can just see how, just to your point about people are expected to work longer now.
Right, absolutely. And so now we have all these generations with very different expectations around well-being. And so, helping older generations understand the needs of millennials and Gen Z, but also helping millennials and Gen Z understand the value of the lessons and the wisdom that these older generations bring is the next place we need to work, regardless of what industry you're in. And then later today, we're going to be talking about negotiation. Speaking of professional development, the other specialty I have is teaching people negotiation tactics.
Yes. Now tell me about this, because people in radio, whenever I talk to my friends who are starting out in radio and I say, how much are you getting or what are your terms and conditions? You should ask for more. And they always think, I can't. I'm lucky to have the job. I'm lucky to have my foot in the door.
Right. So a lot of people are just nervous about negotiation. So this afternoon we're going to do a really silly and fun exercise to get people over the anxiety of negotiating. And then on Tuesday we're going to be talking more specific to industry. So it's how to pitch a great idea and how to understand different communication styles and how to pitch to them. It's almost like knowing your audience, but it's an audience of one. So it's going to help people be more persuasive when they ask for things. And also, compensation is important. But especially with millennials, again, with the generational stuff, millennials and Gen Z actually look at a different set of things when it comes to quality of life. So being able to work virtually or getting budget to do different type of experimental programming or things of that nature, that's actually in some cases more important than just salary. Yeah. So there's it's sort of helping people understand that there's way more available to us than just our salaries, but then also how do we get creative about talking and persuading those that we're working with to see the value in new innovation we want to bring into the workplace.
Tanya Tarr, it's been great talking to you, and thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.